waking up and seeing over 130 boxes of cats and dogs being removed from your neighbor's home. Today, I'm here to discuss and expose the health issues and the cruelty of animal hoarding. Anyone around you can be a hoarder. My neighbor for 8 years was a hoarder, and he had no idea. Animal hoarding is an obsessive-compulsive disorder in which the person collects a large number of animals but fails to give them the proper care. Diseases such as bubonic plague, influenza, and rabies can be passed to you or your animal. First, I want to talk about the health effects that are caused to the animals. Second, I will tell you about the health effects on the humans, and lastly, I will tell you how to spot a hoarder. To begin, let's talk about the health issues of the animals being hoarded. Hoarders often fail at basic care of their animal. Most hoarders can't feed or provide proper nutrition. At least one death in each hoarding case is due to the malnutrition. This can lead to aggressive behavior because the animals have to literally fight to the death for their food. Overcrowding is also another common problem. In one case, over 300 cats were removed from one home. 87 of them were dead. The lack of space can cause interspecies aggression and disease. Some consequences of animal hoarding will last beyond the rescue of those animals. Animals may be unadoptable because they're too aggressive or too sick. These animals are then put down by euthanasia and thrown into a dumpster. This brings me to my next topic, the health issues of the hoarders. Animal hoarding could lead to numerous health issues, not only for the owners, but their children and their surrounding neighbors. Sanitation is the largest health issue when it comes to animal hoarding. Not only does the odor bother the neighbors, but it is a toxic chemical that is very bad for your lungs. Zoonotic diseases are by far the worst diseases when it comes to animal hoarding. These diseases can be transferred from pet to owner and vice versa. One major zoonosis is toxoplasmosis. This comes from cat fecal matter and poorly prepared food. Lastly, self-neglect and child abuse is a major factor in animal hoarding. In one case of child abuse, a house had almost 60 cats. The two children living in that house had to repeat kindergarten and the first grade due to excessive absence caused by frequent upper respiratory infections. Now that we have talked about the health issues, let's turn our attention to the matter of how animal hoarding can be spotted. There are major signs of an animal hoarder. An animal hoarder isn't always easy to spot. They range in ethnicity, age, gender, and race. Elderly tend to be hoarders due to their social isolation and loneliness. Most hoarders do not even see the severity of their situation. Some clues of an animal hoarder are obvious also. One distinct sign is the smell that comes from the house. The house also may appear that it is falling apart. You'll see dogs outside barking. You'll see numerous animals in the house. Sometimes the hoarder won't even know how many animals he has if you ask. To end, let's discuss what we have gathered from this information. As we near the end of this presentation, I want to take you back to waking up to the neighbors. These photos in this slide are part of the story I'm about to tell you. September 16th of 2010. 2 people were arrested for having 114 cats and 23 dogs in the house. Not only did they lose their house, they lost their children, and now they sit in jail. Animal hoarding is a very hazardous thing to health, and animal hoarding is very hazardous to the people that have this disorder. Action must be taken when it comes to these cases. It's simple as picking up the phone and calling the local humane society, calling the police, talking to the person may be simple. Any effort can be put in to stop this. If ever confronted with animal hoarding, remember the diseases, the zoonosis, anything that will affect your children, your animals. Just because they're next door, it can still affect you. The problems that could come from it, police, your children could get even more sick. This is a widespread disease, and it can be prevented. All we need is help.